Hey guys, the hat my mom made me is back! I know, it's really not exciting. Alright, today what I want to talk about is fat people. First off, I just want to say I make fun of myself all the time. I make fun of my zits, I make fun of my oversized head, I make fun of my other physical flaws, and I don't get upset over it because I'm not ashamed of who I am. I do my very best to get enough sleep, to eat healthy, and to not put anything negative into my body, i.e. drugs, etc. So in that, I ask you, what is there for me to be ashamed of? If I truly wanted to get rid of my acne, I would be taking pills, or I'd be applying creams, etc. But obviously what's on the surface isn't the most important thing to me in the world. For those of you who are wondering why I'm talking about acne, I have a lot of acne on my back. So that clears that up. No pun intended. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say here is that it's okay to joke about things. Is there a limit to what you can and cannot joke about? Well, I think there's a lot of things in the world that are kind of uncool to joke about, but that doesn't make it wrong. Joking about things is often just people's way of coping with life. But anyway, to move more towards the point, my video, I'm So Fat, wasn't primarily making fun of people for being fat. It was actually heavily focused on what people eat and what it does to their body. In my past, I have been friends with and dated multiple overweight people. Did I feel that these people were unattractive for being overweight? The answer is no. However, did I feel they were less attractive whenever they ate garbage food? Absolutely. And it upsets me even more when I see people who have lived their life stuffing their body with garbage, passing on their bad habits to their children who don't know any better. When you consistently overfeed your kids junk food, I feel you are being abusive. Not that it necessarily matters because I'm not a parent, which means I'm most likely speaking from a position of ignorance. I'm just conveying the message that I feel like children should be given the right food. And when parents fail to do so, causing childhood obesity, it's upsetting. Especially when those same children have to live their entire young life being ridiculed by other kids because of decisions that their parents made. So really, I think that's the main problem here. If you want to set yourself up to die of diabetes or heart failure or another disease that's related to your eating habits, then of course, that's your choice, that's your right. But when your destructive decisions start to affect other people, that's when somebody should say something. Which is of course why I'm making this video, so if anybody wants to hear my opinion, they can click on it and listen. When you really start to love people and care for people, you realize that 90 to 95% of the attractiveness a person has is actually on the inside. But even so, in a superficial sense, oftentimes obesity isn't unattractive even still. To me, 100% of what matters when it comes to obesity is how you got to that point. If you have exactly the same diet as I do but are still obese, that doesn't make you any less than me. In fact, if anything, that makes us equals. Because really, you didn't ask your body to distribute fat in the way that it does. You're eating the right type and the right amount of food to keep you in a healthy condition. And yet for some bizarre reason, your body screws you over. That's not your fault, so people shouldn't blame you for it. But regardless, I just want to remind you guys, Uh-Oh Bro is a comedy channel. So obviously I'm going to make fun of a lot of things, and not everything I make fun of you will 100% agree with me making fun of it. And that's okay. What's important is that you don't let it wreck your life and get all butthurt. If you accept that oftentimes people have a different sense of humor than yours, as far as stress goes, you will very likely be much, much better off. Anyway, to everybody who treats their body like a temple, the fact that you are doing so many good things for your body is incredibly attractive. So thank you for respecting the gift that you were given, which is a fully functional human body. We only have one of those, and you know that, which is probably why you're doing such a good job. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.